Hello and welcome to Did I Do That? First Steps. It's a little summertime podcast about designers who are just starting out and the things we sweat through while we're learning what design is all about. I'm your co-host and teacher, Sean Schumacher, here in our last week, just trying to get through my office hours appointments. Oy! And joining me today, as always, in those office hours appointments, my co-host with the co-most,
Gabe Bidney.
Gabe, it's so good to have you back here again today.
It's great to be back.
It's been so long since we recorded.
It has totally been so long. Definitely not like 3 hours.
No.
But
I mean, 4, maybe 5 hours if we really get down to it.
I mean, we're really pushing the boundaries. You know, I'm excited for this last episode. We have a special guest.
We do. Who do we have with us?
Joel Williams.
Hi, Joel.
Joel, woo! Fun glasses, Joel.
Thank you.
Joel, you're a party and a half, and it's so good to have you on the pod. You're also the person who made our show art.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. It was kind of by accident. I didn't think you guys would actually go with it.
Fun fact, when you pitch things you don't like,
It happens.
sometimes they're the ones that
I mean,
get
I got
picked.
behind it. I just didn't know you would like it.
Well, it looks great. It looks great.
Mm-hmm.
And I think and everybody by now will have seen it because it's on all of these episodes. What do we think? Do we want to hop right into some inspiration?
I say that's a great idea.
This is Inspiration. It is a mood board of what our designers are into and what's got them excited. Gabe, do you have a brand of the week for us?
I do have a brand of the week. And staying on theme with my almost exclusively all ginormous corporations. This one is a little household name that you've never heard of at all, and you've never been to a place that has it.
Oh, really?
But you should hear about it because it's a very interesting story. My brand of the week is a little phenomenon that happened in 1985.
Okay.
And if you don't know what it is by that statement,
Is it Back to the Future?
close.
Really?
It is New Coke.
New Coke, one of the most disastrous disasters that ever disastered. Joel, do you know about
Okay.
New Coke?
Do you know about New Coke, or should I explain it?
I feel like you're going to have to explain this one, Gabe.
New Coke is so interesting, and I'm so glad I get to explain this. So in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
Coke was starting to lose market share because they've always been kind of ahead of Pepsi in terms of like sales.
Yes, but they do have a problem, which is that they're kind of less sweet than Pepsi.
Yes. And so in 1985, they said, well, what if we just made Coke sweeter
Yeah.
to kind of get that Pepsi market share?
Which kind of was weirdly a direct response, I think, to the Pepsi Challenge, a very famous ad campaign in the mid-'80s where they put essentially a blind taste test of Coke and Pepsi. Pepsi always wins because it is sweeter.
Yeah.
So that's them pushing
And Americans
back.
love things with sugar.
We sure do. Yum, yum, yum.
And so they came up with a new Coke formula and they marketed it as New Coke. But the problem is
they only sold New Coke, which is a big problem when you are trying to please existing customers, which is half of the country.
more than half.
More than
almost.
half, yeah. So more than half of the people are out there angry at you.
Yeah. And people still don't like it as much as Pepsi.
No.
So you run into this issue where you're like, oh, here's this new thing. It's bolder. It's rounder. It's got more taste.
Yeah.
I only know the taglines because I've literally made things that like are parodies of this because I think it's the dumbest thing they've ever done in their lives. And they just market it as like more intense Coke, but all it is just trying to be more like their main competitor.
Really? Yeah.
And it's such a blunder in terms of strategy that I have no idea how it like worked.
Well, there is a theory that it was actually some sort of master plan, that the idea was you weren't valuing Coke enough. And so you take it away and you replace it with this new thing that is designed to fail, designed to be not what people actually want. Then everyone's clamoring for the original product, the classic product. You bring that back and you're a legend. And I don't believe that because
Yeah.
it was a lot of money
They spent
to invest.
so much money doing that it makes no. They would have saved so much money if they had just done what they were doing originally and
Yeah.
realized that the Pepsi thing was a trend. Because that's what it ended up being. Is like people preferred Pepsi as like a trend.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's the taste of the 80s.
But I think we should get into the next brand.
Oh, yes. Joel, do you have a brand of the week for us?
Oh my goodness, do I? I put a lot of thought into my brand of the week, and I decided to use it to really act on a specific vendetta that I have.
I love this already.
Yes. So Bass Pro Shop, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you like you came for the pyramid in Memphis. We are not happy. We're not happy. They desecrated our pyramid.
For those of you who don't know, there's a big pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. No one knows why.
It's the only thing that looks good on our skyline. It really is. You come into Memphis, you see this giant glass pyramid, and you're like, okay, this place might have some culture. We
Yeah.
definitely got some good food. Now we've got the world's biggest Bass Pro Shop, which I want to say nobody asked for, but in that part of the country, a lot of people probably did.
They probably celebrated it. I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks so cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you kidding me? Are you
It
pulling
looks-
up the branding right now?
It looks dumb, but it looks like fun.
I mean,
Gabe.
my big question is how big is the fake? Actually, no, that's a Cabela's thing, the fake mountainscape.
Well, so
It's the same
here's the
company,
thing.
right?
Cabela's is actually owned by Bass Pro Shop, so their
Oh.
branding goes hand in hand. They're both at fault here.
It's like
Yes.
it's like a Kroger situation.
Truly, it's offensive. And beyond that, I did do a little research because if I'm going to come for somebody, I'm going to, do my research.
Please.
And they credit their logo to one of their founders, like Jim Morris, or I'm probably getting this totally wrong. That's of the Doors. Anyway, but his last name is Morris.
He had a lot of talents,
You know, I got a lot going on in my
Yeah.
head.
Oh my God, there's a Wahlburgers in it.
Wow.
Bro.
Wow. Talk
Bro.
about synergy. Cursed synergy.
They have real alligators in there.
They have real alligators?
Last time I went, there were pennies in the enclosure. Like,
Oh my God.
somebody needs to call PETA. Like,
Yeah.
things are going on. Things are going on. But anyway, this guy, he made the logo in like 85 or something. And they still contributed to him, even though it's gone through like 6 or 7 renditions.
Huh.
It hasn't gotten any better.
No.
It's got some like, what is it? The UX term,
skeuomorphism.
skeuomorphism going on with the new one. They're just like, more shadows, more shadows, more shadows. It's very bad. It's very, very bad.
Well, as we talked about on our very first episode with Airbnb, skeuomorphism is back.
Oh, yeah.
Fruit of Guerrero.
With a vengeance,
Oh,
like
yeah.
me. Oh, yeah, we're coming for you. It's a problem.
I don't think Bass Pro Shops was on my docket of companies that would be leaning into that trend, but sure, why not?
And, there's not a lot going on. So they really lean heavy into their logo, which is, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I looked into the type. I was like, what is this type they're using? Because, I recently went to Memphis and I came back with multiple Bass Pro Shop hats.
Absolutely.
As one does.
I bought these Bass Pro Shop hats ironically, and I don't have to explain that to anyone who gives me a compliment on the Bass Pro Shop hat. So I've gotten a lot of weird looks, but I've been staring at the logo and the type is so funky. The X height is super high. It's really uncomfortable. The weight is really weird. I think because the X height is so high, it feels like stretched.
It has the quality of a historical logo that was maybe done by hand, that was then scanned in and live traced, like not very well, too. I feel like there's a handful of those in major companies, and it really puzzles me every time.
The only justification I can give to it is it has like these weird pointed serifs, but they don't match. So they'll
Yeah, they're
have like
different.
they'll cut
Yeah.
it off on one side and then make it pointy on the other. And I'm like, okay, maybe they're trying to give like fish hook vibes. Okay. Like, sure, that's all I got. That's all I got. I have no idea what influenced them to keep this for, I don't know. I don't do math, but since 85. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't like how the fish kind of goes over the P in Pro because they really didn't have to do that.
Look at the B and then look at the O and tell me that doesn't make you uncomfortable.
No, it
It makes me uncomfortable.
yeah.
Yeah. The fish also makes me uncomfortable. What's funny, the most recent edit of the Bass Pro Shop logo, they had like all of the letters touching the circle on the outside.
Oh.
The whole thing is just really, yeah. So the last edit was just them moving it to the center like it should have always been.
Yeah, that's good. I think more congestion is not what that logo needed. There's a lot going on.
I particularly like when they shrink it down really small on the website and try to act like that's legible.
That's I always a fantastic choice.
There's no
social media
sub-logo.
icon. I do want to circle back to you buying the hat because I think there is such a thing in Portland fashion right now of
Don't even get me started.
Gen Z folks wearing camo and Bass Pro Shops hats and like high vis orange stuff. And then also people in Southern and Eastern Oregon wearing that.
I have a lot of opinions about this. As someone who used to work a at least blue collar adjacent job.
Absolutely.
Don't steal my valor with my Carhartt pants. Those are for me.
Oh, man.
Do not steal that. However, that's not an excuse to treat people like shit for wearing Carhartt.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
It's Pride Month. I think we need to stay away from Carhartt.
That's, you know what? Yeah,
That's a good point.
I'll come for everyone today except for Carhartt. Happy Pride. I will say I gave someone a compliment recently in the art suite. I was telling them I love their bag because it was camo. And then I immediately followed it up with, is that ironic? And they were like, no. And then I didn't know what to say. So that was really, really awkward and embarrassing for me. I kind of stepped in my own in that one.
But also, what does having a camouflage bag do for you? Like, are deer like, oh, that's a guy. Oh, he's wearing a backpack. Ah.
No, because they don't see him, Sean.
Yeah.
No one can steal your belongings if they're in a camo backpack, Sean.
I went to school in a cornfield where people would always show up in camo, usually with a deer in the back of their truck that they just took out before class. Yeah, so of course it's ironic. What?
Did you go with RFK? We can't use that. But yeah, amazing. I also have a brand of the week that I wanted to share. This one is one I've been sitting on for a long time. I'm talking, of course, of Bean Boozled Jelly Belly.
It ruined their perception.
Really and truly, I'm fascinated by these because it seems like this is the only major product that they still make. Do you know about Bean Boozled, Joel?
I didn't know that. Is it a rebrand of Jelly Belly?
It's a game.
It's a game.
Oh.
And that is really the right way to put it because I find it absolutely fascinating that this food company has found a way to make food products that taste bad
on purpose.
And they have tricked people into paying extra money for them. This is the 7th edition for those of you who are playing along at home.
We should explain the premise of the game.
We absolutely should.
So basically what you do is there's 2 different jelly beans that look identical and you have to like spin a wheel and you pick one that just looks like it and it tells you what it could be in both flavors. So it'll be like black licorice or like skunk something.
Oh, would you like to know the flavors that are in this?
Yeah.
So our black jelly bean could be either licorice, that's the win condition in case you're wondering, or burnt rubber. Not sure what they taste like. Sounds bad.
I do know what burnt rubber tastes like. It's not good.
No. Well, what about these sort of, I would say, damp-looking jelly beans, sort of damp brown? Those could either be top banana. If a banana looked like that, I wouldn't eat it. It looks like the banana that's outside on the street that we passed by that is completely gross. Or wet dog. Barf versus peach, booger versus juicy pear, dead fish versus strawberry banana smoothie. So this is the thing, is like these are just cruel, I think is how this works. There are nutrition facts on the back of this, which just fascinates me, as though this is being treated as a food. Like, you have serving sizes in this, and a serving size is 27 pieces.
If you think I'm playing more than 2 rounds of this game...
Do we have to play this? Don't make me play this.
No, this is staying safely sealed, because I don't need to find out what an old bandage tastes like. That is one of the things that is in here. Stink bug. Toothpaste.
I don't even like normal jelly beans.
Toothpaste, not bad.
Liver and onions.
They're giving the Harry Potter jelly beans a run for their money, it sounds like.
That's also the thing of those are Jelly Bellies too. Why has Jelly Belly made their brand this nonsense about fake food that's bad?
I know exactly why. And I want to tell you about a little story.
Please do.
Of a website that changed my life. It's called YouTube.
Oh, sure.
And what happened when that came out, when the Jelly Belly Bean Boozled came out, is all the damn YouTube vlog couples were like, we should do this as a video. And then they became super popular.
Oh.
And then people didn't buy regular jelly beans because they were too busy trying to be like their favorite influencers. And this is why I have to tell people, you have to be very careful with what you support because they're just going to make more of that.
You know, that is honestly very true and something I do think about in sometimes highlighting very stupid brand collaborations. It does make more of that in the world. And not all of it is fun. Some of it is just bad, you know? And I think these things are just puzzlingly just bad. I don't understand really why this exists other than for those viral influencers. In which case, just send, like, you can just make a package for those influencers. This doesn't need to be a product.
I wish our listeners could see the box itself, though.
There's a lot going on in the back.
The faces are Guess Who?
Oh, yeah. Real kind of faces of death.
ASMR.
Wait.
We're changing the genre of Sean's podcast.
Yeah, we're leaning fully into it.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Mercedes.
Oh my.
Mercedes. Okay.
So I think that's my brand of the week. Are we ready for our second round?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so, too, because I'm already doing it. It's time for perspiration. Not just because it's hard. This is the segment where we find out a little bit more about our students. And as always, we start off with Gabe's Gauntlet. Gabe, do you want to throw down the gauntlet for us?
I'll throw it down.
Please.
I'm spinning the good old wheel. It's looking a little light. It's looking a little light.
Oh, yeah, we're down to our last couple of questions on the gauntlet.
Although
you did make like
8.
30 questions.
Ooh, this is a perfect question for you, since you're our resident diva. Would you rather always wear open-toed high heels or always be barefoot?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. We were just talking about how big my feet are.
Yes, you showed us a photo.
I have hobbit feet.
Well, it was a wide-angle lens
It's
photo.
a flex. No, it's a flex. I own it. I've got some nice, big old Hobbiton feet. That's tough because I feel like you're giving me the option to showcase, my God-given Hobbit feet and like really ground myself, which is very granola girl, Pacific Northwest. Sure. Or open-toed heels, which is like, I've got to have my toenails done now for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Well, don't you have to
so
do
you
that if
thought
you got
I was going to go, No, because Hobbit feet. I'm leaning into it. I'm owning it. I'm owning it. Yeah, I'm not even shaving my toes if that's the route. Like,
that's fair.
Well, no, Hobbit feet. Yeah, actually, this was pretty easy. You are right. I don't take back my resident diva status. I cling to that, but
I could never.
Hobbit feet for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sean, are you going high heels or barefoot?
Heels, absolutely. I've lived in Portland long enough to know how much broken glass is out there, and every time I wear sandals, there's broken glass that migrates into the sandals. I'm not going barefoot out there.
When we were cleaning out the classroom today.
Horrifying things were being discovered.
Well, we
left and right.
went out to the dumpster and we saw a pile of shit. And we couldn't tell if it was human or not.
Yeah.
I saw that.
But it also looked like it was burnt.
And stepped in.
This is the incredible energy of downtown Portland. Everybody, come visit, please. He's going to help our economy in some way.
What are we, millionaires?
Dear Lord.
But I think I'm going to have to go with barefoot.
Barefoot for you? Yeah. Interesting.
Because I could monetize that now on Feet Finder. Like, I could become the Feet Finder's first vlogger. I just always have like a GoPro pointed at my feet.
Oh, yeah.
Every circumstance.
Those channels that are just like long form videos of people walking through cities, except it's just facing down.
Yeah. And it shows me when I go on my trail runs.
He'd be iced out. Yeah. Just some toe rings.
Oh, now that's interesting. That's interesting.
No, I need an anklet.
I've been wanting a gold anklet for a minute. Don't even get me started.
Anklet's so funny to me that's like a thing, but also a common thing. Like what are we doing?
That's for these hoes with the nice feet. I'm just they know what they got. They got to flaunt it.
I'm not flaunting my feet. They're just there.
Yeah. You're more utilitarian. You're thinking of them as like a Jeep in this case. Not glamorous.
My feet
but
will
it'll
never
get
be
you
a
there.
Chrysler product, Sean. My feet are Broncos, damn it. We could do another spin if you want.
I would love to do another spin,
It is
actually, because I think
the
we're
last
a little
episode.
ahead.
We gotta go a little nuts.
Yeah. Let's blow
Get a little,
out
get
the
a little
gauntlet.
crazy. Oh. Question 3.
Question 3.
Oh, okay. This is a good one.
Okay.
I'm going to start with Sean on this one.
Oh, that's troubling.
Sean, how do you explain what your thoughts sound like? That's how his thoughts sound.
You're not wrong is the problem. I mean, I hear my thoughts, and I think that is something that is very unusual. Like, it is a very vocal thing. And I wonder how much of that is being raised around my dad doing impressions and things like that, where you kind of do internalize. Like, you know, to do an impression, you got to hear the voice in your head in order to, you know, like, be more accurate in echoing it out. So, yeah, there's a lot of single vocalization going on, just kind of narrating the day. But in terms of like imagery, it's often just like flashes of, you know, just like a mood board being cut together for a commercial. Whoa.
Sean,
Fast cuts, music
Sean
video.
thinks in 1920 by 1080 mood boards
I mean,
with 36 pixel margins.
I'm thinking of MTV circa 1995. So that's, you know, that's 480p
Sean thinks in
at
Pimp My
best.
Ride.
Yeah, basically.
Xzibit. We put an aquarium in it. Sorry. It's my favorite thing from that show. So why did they put aquariums and things?
Now, did Xzibit do that to Captain Picard's office on the Enterprise? Because that also has an aquarium in it, and I've never understood why.
I think it's because they need something to put the lobster in, like Red Lobster. Because I feel like everyone in Star Trek would love like lobster with like a garlic butter on it, and they're just like waiting for the day where they almost die but they don't, and they're like, you know what, today's the day we're having the lobster.
Oh, you know, this is canonical. Everyone on Star Trek vegetarian. It's all synthesized. They don't eat meat.
Huh.
They're very disgusted when someone brings actual meat on board the ship.
That's so interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's utopia. All sentient creatures cared for. That's not very funny or interesting, it turns out.
No,
but I
that's
did say
interesting
it.
to me. But
So, yeah.
Joel,
Yeah, Joel, how do you think? How do you think, Joel?
Oh,
Joel thinks a lot of things.
I do. I think a lot of things, and sometimes they're in like a gremlin voice, and sometimes they're very
It's like,
Joel, do this thing.
yeah. It's like,
Hello.
Am I really hungry? Like, how hungry am I? Do I need to go find some snacks? We need to find some snacks. Let's go find some snacks, guys.
Get a Klondike bar.
and then there's that. I'm tired. Yeah, there's that too. I also think in string thought. So I'll be like,
Ooh.
oh, I'm hungry. And then I'll be like, okay, what do I want to eat? And then I'll be like, oh, I want some Funyuns. And I'll be like, oh, snap. Funyuns make me think of Gabe's feet. And then I'm like, feet. Oh, Hobbits,
Damn.
Hobbiton. Oh my gosh, I should watch Lord of the Rings tonight. Lord of
we
the
beefing now?
Rings, you know, just kind of goes and goes.
Damn,
There's no really
Funyuns.
cohesion to it.
damn, are we going to fight?
I could just work that in there.
Gabe's
We're
feet
watching the
equals
breakup
Funyuns.
of the pod people team in real time.
What
Never.
doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
Yeah, we
We could never.
needed some narrative tension for the end of the season. Is the
Oh,
thing.
some
Yeah.
drama?
I
Yeah.
told you I'd bring the heat.
Hopefully that'll keep us renewed into next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sure
Cliffhanger.
hope we don't get canceled.
If anyone's getting canceled, it's probably me. Let's be honest here. Joel said, watch me. In terms of my thoughts,
Yeah.
I think it depends on what we're talking about, because certain things I can like picture instead of hear.
Sure.
If I'm talking to someone, I feel like I'm talking in their voice, like as a mirroring thing, which is kind of
Oh,
odd. Like if I'm talking to like Joel, for example, I sound like Joel in my head to me,
Interesting.
and it's a weird, trippy thing. And
My voice is copyright.
Well, there's something very weirdly
pay me.
empathic about that.
yeah,
You do not consent to this AI
I'm just
recreation.
saying,
AI.
I'm owed royalties right now. Like
for my
Gabe's-
thoughts.
You've been using my voice for use. That's crazy. Put some money on it.
Yeah. You could just say, it's not Joel, it's a Joel type, then it's in the clear.
It's Jolene.
Like Joel could audition for that, but
Is Joel short for something, or is it just Joel?
Oh, we were talking earlier about Southern names and how I have a cousin named Grizzly. Okay, so
Specifically
South.
Grizz Lee.
Exactly. We would love a double name.
Yeah.
K. Lee, M.O. Lee, whatever.
I used
Exactly.
to say when I heard names like that, the parents just couldn't think of which one they wanted to pick, so they just smacked them together.
I mean, shoot. Why not? No, it's because I have a double name. So Joel's my middle name.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Cool.
It's a great name. It's a very powerful name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel like it gives me like that male privilege, No, I'm non-binary,
Interesting.
but I'll work what I got.
Yeah. You gotta do
Hire
what you
me.
gotta
Hire
do.
me.
Yeah. Open to work on LinkedIn.
Thank you for the plug.
Of course. I totally wasn't also plugging myself there.
Hey, I mean, yeah, it's summertime. I'm also open to work if anybody wants me. Nobody wants me.
Everyone
Anyway,
wants you, Sean.
you're very kind.
We- Also, I have to shout out today in class, we presented Sean with a card with a bunch of sweet messages.
It was really sweet.
And it was really sweet. And I
It
feel
was
like
really
everyone who listens to this needs to know about that because it was something completely unprovoked.
I do not know when that would have happened, considering I stayed like an hour and a half.
We were doing it
extra
literally
last
behind your
class.
back.
Oh,
That's
well,
what was so impressive.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and no one said, Kate knew about it. No one said anything.
so I got Ocean's 11
Yeah.
without realizing it.
Yep.
That explains a lot about how I got burgled also. But that it really honestly was one of the nicest things that a class has ever done for me. And you know, we're not even on the last day, but I can't begin to thank y'all because I think that was a really sweet thing that I maybe needed, the end of term is hard for all of us, including the folks who are, up at the front, which increasingly is also you, Gabe. But
it's because they can't tell me to not go up there. I just start talking.
you keep volunteering to do things, which is, part of that. But also, like, it's, it is a hard thing to, be, struggling through certain things like, your practice or stuff like that. And also be, in a room trying to support people. And, I feel really seen by you all. And,
we do see you in your fun outfits.
Oh,
Especially when you look like the man in the yellow hat from Curious George. That's my favorite.
well, it is so funny. That is an outfit that I have referred to as my SpongeBob outfit, which I think Ellie was the one who coined that initially.
Yeah, which is so funny because Ellie to me seems like someone whose parents didn't let them watch SpongeBob, which is so not true because I've met Ellie's parents, but she just gives me that vibe where it's like, I don't want that show indoctrinating my kid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, all the subversive themes of SpongeBob SquarePants, like working in a restaurant and having a friend next door, living in a pineapple under the sea. I mean,
Okay.
Oh,
well, yes, but yeah,
he's just a goofy guy. But I think, should we get into our design confessions?
I would love to hear our very last round of design confessions, Gabe. You've selected some winners, I believe.
I have. I know who this is, and
Oh,
I don't know if they want me to. They didn't sign it, but I don't know if they want me to say it.
Let's not blow up their spot if they didn't sign it.
It says this irks me, and this person knows this irks me, which
Yes.
is why they wrote it. I never design on the artboard. # free spirit. LOL.
Wow. There was a time.
They're talking about Illustrator specifically.
Yes. I will. Let's go back in time to when Sean was starting in school, which is roughly 3
The
or 4
Middle
centuries.
Ages.
Yeah, basically, in terms of Illustrator, at least. When I started, Illustrator only had one artboard. You did not have the idea of having multiple artboards. And so I just designed off the artboard my whole first 5 years of my career because I didn't have a new version. So I didn't use that tool.
Yeah.
I am not as bothered by it as I think some people
It
are.
irks me to no end.
But I understand why, though, too, because it's like you have to do extra work to output it. But I think that's also maybe part of why I still will occasionally do it. It's like I am very specifically delineating between what is prime time and what is draft time.
Yeah.
I
do that with layers instead.
Oh, see, yeah, and I'm not really a layers person anymore. Joel, what do you kind of think about this?
I don't feel super strongly, honestly. I think what I will say is in InDesign, I wish I could do more off of the page.
InDesign is very, very tight about how much space you have. Uselessly tight.
Oh, yeah.
Truly.
I love me some InDesign, though.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, we were talking about paragraph styles and like how they're just changing my life, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think we should get into the next one.
I would love that. I almost asked, do I know this person? And then I realized it is a person in our class. So yes, I definitely know this person.
This one is sad and sweet, but it reminds me of making sure we have the bigger picture in mind. This person said, I asked my dad for help on my first ever digital graphic design assignment. And it ended with both of us in tears and him yelling at my computer. The man is a graphic designer. Jesus.
Yeah.
I think this is a very solid reminder that graphic design is hard.
Very hard.
And there's not a clear answer, which is something we were talking about with Micah, where I think that's part of the challenge of this sort of like sphere is you don't have like a clear answer all the time. But it's also what makes it so stressful. Because I know Joel and I have had like a project together where we're like, is any of this working? We have no idea. And then we show it to someone and they're like, cool.
But is it?
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, what makes it cool?
Well, yeah, that subjectivity, I think, is a hard pill to swallow. And I think it's also, there's a weird thing when you are dealing with, especially someone who has worked in the industry for a long time, maybe has a lot of patterns, maybe has a lot of styles built up that are not necessarily in keeping with what is happening right now.
Yeah.
Even just in terms of tooling, like they might be doing something completely different than you are being taught. And that's the weird thing about how fast this industry changes is, you know, as much as we use this software and these patterns, you're going to go off and you're going to go work and you're going to learn new things. And if you stay in that job for 20 years, that's going to be the stuff you know. And probably other aspects of design will be changing around you.
I have heard from certain people that one of the big factors in them getting a job is the fact that they knew Keynote.
Oh, yes. Yes, which is
as well
still
as Photoshop. And like, because a lot of companies have contracts with like Apple that they got to use like Keynote. And just being able to be versatile is important.
Yeah.
And I think that's why so many programs gravitate towards Adobe, not just because they're kind of industry standard in a certain way, but also like they have been the go-to for so long that they have become the fundamentals in a lot of ways.
Kind of, but it's a weird twist on the fundamentals too. And I think what is easy to forget is like as we try to go towards simpler tools, what is kind of nice about the messiness of these programs is that you can do a lot more flexibly.
Yeah,
and I think
more versatile.
Yeah, and I think ultimately that is a good representation of like applying design skills because like designers are needed everywhere. You need to do all kinds of different things for all kinds of different clients and like all kinds of weird, hacky ways of working, which admittedly is most of the way that we actually get things done around here.
Yeah.
You know, you never get to necessarily use the official way, but it is a flexible enough tool that it is available to you, which is kind of nice. And, you know, certain newer things are not going to have that. So I don't know. In terms of this person and their dad, I think there's some complexity there that is just maybe intergenerational.
Yeah, Joel, what do you think?
Yeah.
I would say it's a shared experience. I think that's probably really universal to ask your parent or guardian for help or advice on a project, and then you both end up crying. I think that's a rite of passage.
It's a canon event.
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't my parents. It was one of my friends outside of design. They were like, I just don't understand why you can't do it this way. And I was like, because that's copyright infringement.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I can't make it look exactly like The Weeknd. Because it's not The Weeknd.
Why would that be? I mean,
yeah.
Trying to make an HBO show that is
Context does not
really
help.
troubling.
Shut up. Shut up. His clips are so unironically funny.
Not a lot of self-awareness in The Weeknd.
No.
He leaves that for the weekdays.
I'm easy.
That gentle laugh is all that deserved. Thank you. Yeah, do we have any more confessions?
We have one more.
Our very last confession of the show, everybody.
This is one I definitely do not agree with. But, you know, some people have just really hot takes, and some people have piping hot takes. And then this one is a lava take.
Scalding take.
80% of gradients are ugly.
Whoa. Okay. That is a very hot take.
I feel personally attacked here because I love gradients. Joel?
80% of gradients are ugly.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I also have a visceral reaction to gradients.
Interesting.
But I
Whoa.
think that is because I was part of, I mean, we all were, the big Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah.
revamp. Everyone revamped their branding with gradients, and now it's new. And now I feel like myself, along with every other designer in this program, is like, gradients. We're going to put gradients on everything. Gradients equals UX design. Yeah. And I just, I'm getting a little sick of it. It feels like a really easy design solution too. Just a
do you
little
think
lazy.
they're ugly?
Do I think all gradients are ugly? If it is pastel pink to pastel blue, no. Everything else,
Wow. See,
So I
I
feel-
am a big fan of the yellow to red gradient.
eh.
It sunset vibes.
So I was going to say,
Oh,
it feels like you're
sure.
copying sunsets.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God.
Get your own personality, jeez.
God forbid I get inspired by the biggest thing.
Find
in my
your own
life.
aesthetic, Gabe. Ah.
Copyright infringement for sunsets.
Yeah,
I think we
mean,
should cancel Gabe.
I think we should cancel Gabe too. Here are my thoughts on every religion ever.
No. Dear God.
I'm taking the ship with me.
No.
But yeah, Sean, do you think the gradients are ugly or do you think they're just played out? Because I feel like played out is a much better way to put this.
I think that is where I
Fair.
lean. I feel like gradients really became a thing again. Like when I moved here, they were not a thing. We were very much in a very flat, kind of very outdoorsy aesthetic. And around 2015, it started to become the vibes era when everyone started using the word vibes all the time, and it started to make me feel crazy.
It's the vibe, bro.
But yeah, gradients were really a part and parcel of that. And it's interesting that 10 years on, we still kind of have that. I wonder how much longer, like if those are going to get thrown out in the trash with like corporate Memphis and the other like very, very like of the, I mean, not even of this time, but like of the pandemic, like lockdown period, if they're just going to go away over the next couple of years.
I think the wildly interactive websites are going to start kind of disappearing.
I hope so, because they're
Because-
really driving me nuts, the amount of motion that's on websites now.
Yeah, well, I think people, especially people who are younger, I'm not saying like anyone in this room's old, but I'm saying like like people who are younger,
No one in particular?
No one.
Okay,
No one.
thank God.
but like they're wanting something that feels more authentic, and it feels like, perfect example in the movie Ready Player One. They have this scene where they're like, we can sell so much of their focal range before we start inducing seizures. This is a real line in the movie.
Oh, wow.
And it feels like that on websites. It's like how much movement can I put on this website
Yeah.
before it really starts causing issues? And they're like, okay, let's just do like slightly less than that. And it's like you're losing the point of your website being accessible to people
Yeah.
because you have things moving so much. Just have a solid layout and a wireframe that makes sense, and you'll be fine-ish.
Well,
you know?
yes. And I think we're getting very far away from the topic now, but I think there is something, because as the week that we're recording this, my favorite browser, Arc, has announced, like the people who make that have announced that they're discontinuing it in favor of this new browser that is essentially just an AI prompt, and you don't browse websites with it. It just
Ew.
delivers AI to you. I don't really understand how that works, but I think it also speaks to this weird thing of like, we've made websites so cumbersome that people actually dislike them. Like when I go to a CNN.com, I feel like insane because there's 3 auto-playing videos and like weird pop-ups, and the Admiral, I have an ad blocker, so here's an extra ad for you. Like hateful choices. And it really is, I think, a frustration that is palpable in people. But I think if we can get back to a more restrained design language with websites, where really we're thinking more about just like presenting information, I think that tide of weird like nonsense might actually die down a little bit. Because when I go to a website, I want to read information, and I don't want design to be in the way. And that's really what it feels like right now. Gradients. The prestige. I don't know.
All of this came from gradients.
All of this came from
Yeah,
gradients.
but I feel like hating gradients as a whole is kind of like a cop out.
Yeah.
Because because I don't think you actually hate the gradient. I think you hate how the gradient's constructed.
Yeah.
And I think that's more of a issue with like execution than it is the actual like thing. I'm just very triggered by this. By the way, I
see.
can't
It
tell.
sounds like it.
I can't tell if you guys can tell.
Don't hate the gradient, Gabriel. Hate the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I used your Christian name.
Yeah, this is a fight, everybody. We're witnessing a fight right now.
This is happening.
This is like when two cats are sort of on the street and they're both arching their backs and kind of walking around each other.
I refrain from cat noises because yours are so much better, Sean.
What can I say? I listen to a lot of cats.
Sean's cat noise was giving Bridge Troll, and
Yeah.
I was really liking it.
If you're wondering what it sounds like inside my head, half of it is just me doing this, and the other half is cat noises.
What?
I can't make the little sound that they
The
make.
eeks? Oh, I love the
Yeah.
eeks.
I'm hunting a bird, and I think this is what a bird sounds like. I've never heard a bird before.
My cat is so good at the eeks. He's, wasabi. Oh my gosh, don't get me started.
Wasabi the cat.
I love it. It's such an excellent cat name.
He's very spicy. He comes for your toes.
I expect nothing less for it to be your cat.
Well, see, you should have chosen the heels option. Then maybe your toes would have been protected.
No, because he said they were toeless. They
Oh,
were
you know
toeless.
what? That's
That's
fair.
that was
That's
the
fair.
decision maker for me. Yeah.
Heels are not going to stop that cat. Yeah. Those are all our design confessions, though.
They are.
We got
They
through
are.
them. Are we ready for our final segment?
I think so.
It's born ready.
Well, get ready because this is our final segment, relaxation. We're closing out with relaxation, a thing we could definitely all use on this recording day.
It's been a term. It's been a term.
Yeah, this is the segment where we talk about the most relaxing thing of all, the future. Who does? I wrote that a week ago, and I was aghast at it when I read it now. But
The future.
I'm sure I understand my joke, but still wild. But also, like, what we're doing to chill out on our way to making that future the best that it can be. Wink. Joel, what does the future look like for you? What do you want to do in this summer, but also after school?
Don't freak out.
Yeah, just answer all the things about the future of your life right now on the microphone.
Absolutely.
Yep, have it all planned out currently.
I
right now.
actually do. I have it all figured out.
Do you really?
There are no holes in my grand plan, and everything is going smashingly. So thank you for asking.
As Joel fidgets uncomfortably in the chair.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is
your
a
body
podcast.
language
No one
is
needs
sort
to
of
know what I look like, but if they're wondering, adorable. I would say for my future, there's going to be a lot of money in it, I hope.
like that.
I'm definitely gravitating towards page layout. Shout out Mallory Wilson.
The great Mallory, who was on this show previously.
The great.
It's a really fun episode if you haven't heard it.
I'm Mallory's #1 fan. If anyone else thinks that they are, come find me. We can fight about it. I will win. Mallory is kind of amazing. I thought that I was going to hate InDesign and did and still do every day, but I also actually love it, and it's going to make me a lot of money. I can feel it.
Hey.
But no, I do. I really like page layout. I started as a graphic designer thinking I was going to be an illustrator.
Oh, interesting.
I was going to illustrate a children's book. I think that is a
Wow.
very normal arc
Yeah.
for a lot of people. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be an illustrator. I'm going to make a book about squirrels. It's going to be great. They're going to be named after our nephews. It's going to be fabulous. I'm going to make so much
Aw.
money. But no, I decided that actually I am pretty good with page layout. I do really like book design, magazine layouts, things like that. Good, I'm on
Hey.
LinkedIn. In the future, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know that I'm going to take the normal career path of the standard PSU grad. Maybe I will wind up at Wyden and Kennedy. But, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do something very unique to me.
Maybe
Yeah.
you'll freelance for a while.
Maybe I'll freelance forever. According to my resume right now, I am actively freelancing.
Open to work, open to work, open to
So,
work,
open to work, open to work.
Hire me, open to work, hire me.
Yeah, let's get some of those little airplanes taking off on these two's profile. That would be really nice.
The future is right now.
Talk about corporate Memphis.
If you
wow.
hire me tomorrow, it could be too late.
I know.
Just saying, got a lot of
That's
irons
really
in this
powerful.
figurative fire.
Yeah.
So
I'm so curious. So you wanted to be a children's book illustrator. Like, was that something that had like come to you during your childhood? Like,
well, Sean, we had discussed prior to this the comic books we used to make as children.
That's
and I
true,
was,
yes.
You know, I was really good with those ninja comics. I was putting out an edition, like 5 editions in one math class period. Like
Okay.
I was really churning those things out. So definitely thought that I had a knack for storytelling, and that's where I was going to end up. But c'est la vie, you know, life had different plans. That being said, if anyone wants to do like a reboot of the Ninja comic series, we could investigate that.
What if it's like Ninja Comics, but they're like overthrowing a government?
oh, interesting.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this.
This is quite an energy. I mean, we're in an era where I think the superhero franchises of the world have kind of died out. They're all, you know, failing left and right. Maybe ninjas, or what's next?
It's time for a ninja reboot.
Yeah.
You mean
What's
like,
your first ninja story that you want to push out there? Like, do you
Ooh.
remember any of those stories?
Oh yeah. I mean, I told you a lot of them featured Joe, the guy I had a crush on in middle school.
shout out Joe?
Yeah, shout out Joe. You missed out on, you know, great opportunity in middle school. But anyway, emo Joe to other than being the protagonist of my comic book, which obviously was pretty good role for you. But yeah, I would say the comics usually were focused around the white ninja, which is the highest level because, you know, if you're all dressed in white, you're really hard to see.
Oh, sure.
But that was like the most skilled ninja. And yeah, I think he usually would like beat up Joe because somehow that was going to get Joe to like me.
Because you were gonna save Joe,
Yeah, somehow.
damsel in distress Joe.
Damn it if I'm not a damsel.
There goes my hero, Joel.
Oh my gosh. You just reminded me that he was really into Avenged Sevenfold.
No.
Emo Joe? I don't believe it.
So I got really into Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Therein lies some real trouble right
At
there.
least it wasn't Creed.
Creed? Okay. I thought you said Cream at first. I was like, we really are going to fight. That's a great band.
I
is,
saw
it
a
is.
Cream box set in a free box walking to
Whoa.
school today, and I almost took it.
That would have been a come up.
Yeah, I don't have any devices that could play that, though.
That's fair.
So,
That's
you know,
fair.
yeah. That is very fascinating. I'm so interested in just how deep this world was.
Yeah. What's the lore?
I think
Like,
we already went more deep than I should have.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm already borderline embarrassed for sharing that. But no, I probably do have some of these comics at home I can dust off if I don't.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Gabe,
Were you ever a cartoonist type kid?
a little bit. I had to re-unlock that part of my brain when I was doing my mechanic shop because I hadn't done like a series of characters in a long time.
Yes.
I was obsessed with like the idea of people with like wings because I saw X-Men Last Stand and I was like, dude, Angel's so cool. Why is he barely in the movie? And then I realized that was like a whole like marketing thing because like he was all over the marketing, but he's barely in the movie, and I had no idea why.
Oh, they pulled a Kangaroo Jack. You know about Kangaroo Jack, right, Joel?
I do. You just like brought it back from the recesses of my brain. I forgot about Kangaroo
The
Jack.
famous rapping kangaroo that is not actually rapping because that's just one
He was
scene
like
in the movie.
kind of violent.
Yeah, I think that is another weird part of that movie is that it's just sort of a crime drama that's a little violent.
So wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I did here and there like a couple of comics, but it wasn't by any means like my main focus. I was very infatuated with like still life drawing and like just like the hyperrealism thing because I thought
interesting.
I thought it was so cool that I could like do that. And then I realized I was spending so much time on a drawing I did not care about because it was just like some random thing. And then I got really obsessed with drawing the bat symbol for Batman. I just went
The normal
full,
arc.
I just went full in the other direction.
Yeah, fully like realist painter to Batman logo artist.
And honestly, the Batman logo was harder.
Yeah.
It was way harder to get that symmetrical with just your eye.
Oh, yeah.
I did it though.
They were definitely using French curves when they made that.
Oh my gosh.
That's not kid technology.
No.
That's
and
also not
then-
technology you can buy anymore.
Well, I would do the different eras of Batman because like when I was a kid, it was like the Christopher Nolan trilogy. But I would also do the like.
I'm sorry.
Sean.
I just died there
Sorry, Sean.
of old age.
But I would also do like the Tim Burton one, and then I did the Adam West one, and then I would also do like a couple of the comic variants. I loved doing the Batman Beyond one.
Oh, sure.
Watch Batman Beyond.
I didn't know the logo changes.
Oh, it does.
Oh,
yeah.
a lot. And it changes color a lot.
I've been sleeping on Batman.
He's usually up at night,
You're
so
not-
that's
he-
fair.
You're not allowed to sleep on Batman. As my friend.
Well, as I believe Batman Returns taught us, Batman sleeps upside down in a sort of hanging leg thing.
That's when it got a little too campy.
Poor Michael Keaton.
You want to get nuts?
I can't believe he agreed to that. Yeah, I'm Batman. I sleep upside down, of course. Wow, my head is really red right now. I wonder why.
How is he in two of the worst Batman movies of all time?
Oh, you were talking, of course, about
The Flash.
yeah,
What an awful movie. But we're so far off topic.
so far. I think we're just about at the end. Joel, if people want to find more about you, where can they go to do that?
Yeah.
If you wanted to find more about me, the best place would probably be my Instagram. It's Joel Made This, Joel Made This. You could also check out my portfolio page, but I'm still working on that, so don't judge me too harshly. But my portfolio is Joel Made This at Adobe's portfolio website.
Connect with me on LinkedIn.
Connect with me on LinkedIn, yes. Also, Joel Williams on LinkedIn.
Yeah, hashtag open to work.
If you want to write me a letter of recommendation based on how awesome this podcast was,
I would be happy to, Joel. You're a rock star. I also, since this is our last episode, I want to compliment you, Gabe, because this is our last time on mic together. You're going to go to Italy and
I am. I'm going to eat lots of prosciutto. I love prosciutto and I love cheese.
Gabe's
And
prosciutto
hopefully
journey.
My prosciutto journey is taking me halfway across the planet.
woo.
Also wine.
But I want to just extend my thanks to you because, when we had this very off the cuff discussion something like 6 months ago where you were like, can I be on the show?
Yeah.
I don't think either of us really realized that we would be making a whole show together.
I didn't. It's been a lot of fun.
You've been an incredible co-host with the co-most.
I do have the co-most.
I've been saying this whole time. I don't know what it means.
You know that like potato bread, the like coma bread?
I don't.
I have the most of that.
You do? I just have a huge stockpile in the back of your truck right now.
No, I eat it.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
it's
that
also
was going to be a
city
real thing.
in Italy.
That makes sense. I feel like I've heard of that.
And it's not potato bread, it's white bread.
And then there's Perry Como. And now I've proven that I'm old. So that's the end. Okay. Well, thank you again, Gabe.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Joel.
And also, hey, thank you out there, all of you, for listening. If you liked Did I Do That First Steps, this is the last one of these. We're going to hop into the regular Did I Do That season after that. But you can follow our design students from the show notes or from our website, dididothat.design. Our show art is by the great Joel Williams here with us today. Our music is by Nika Mark. Our co-host on this and every episode is the great Gabe Bidney. Did I Do That First Steps is produced with students from DES 425 Rodeo, part of the Portland State University Graphic Design Program. To learn more about PSU GD, visit psu.gd. This has been Did I Do That First Steps. And as we always say, one small step for a student
Is a large step for humanity.
That's what we always say. Okay, bye!
We finally learned how to walk. Woo!
Palestine.
Yeah, that's our narrative arc, is we learned how to walk over the course of this. We were crawling at the beginning.
We did it. We did it.
Then we're crawling at night. Again, the 5 stages of man. I'm smart.
Oh my God, I'm
it's
so
so
tired.
hot in here.
I'm so tired.